I'm Kunal Agarwal, co-founder and CEO of Unravel Data. And our mission is to radically simplify data operations. It's no secret we're undergoing one of the biggest revolutions right now where every business, every organization is turning into a data-driven organization. Just today, we had tons of presentations about machine learning, AI, IoT, advanced analytics. But anybody who's worked on these systems knows that all these technologies are very complex, and it requires a lot of skills to make sure that stuff works properly. Anybody who's run a Kafka, Spark, NoSQL, MPP application to create these AI outcomes knows that they feel problems like this all the time. Applications won't run, they're slow, they're very expensive, and detecting and diagnosing the root cause of these problems literally requires a PhD, because there's so much complexity to go and figure out why a problem happened. It could be something to do with the code itself. It could be something that happens at the resource level. It could be something that's happening with your data layout, configuration settings, et cetera. And what we see is people spend at least 70% of their time firefighting such issues rather than being productive with their data applications. And we wanted to change that. So what we've created is an AI-driven operations tool for your AI applications. Why can't we go and firefight these issues and resolve your problems instead of looking at logs and metrics to actually resolving these issues in a very simple way? So what you're seeing here on the screen is Unravel hooked up to your messaging system, where you start chatting with a bot, which is understanding everything about your environment, everything about your app. And I tell Unravel, hey, how do I make this particular report, in this case, faster? I'm not happy with its performance. And Unravel is going in and figuring out, hey, what do you want to do with this application? What is your goal? Are you trying to make it successful? Maybe my application failed. Are you trying to make it less expensive? Maybe I'm running it on a cloud environment. This application cost me $10,000 to run. And in this case, I'm trying to speed it up. And all I have to do is simply interact with a chatbot of my choice to go in and let Unravel figure out what to do with it. So in this case, I'm running the CEO report right now. And Unravel, in the background, is going in and examining what a big data expert would. It's going through all of the possible problems that can happen with this application, and not only recognizing the root cause of the problem, but also trying to give you a configuration or a recommendation to run that application better. And in this case, it's saying, hey, we've created a auto-tune session for you, and it's thinking about what are the ways in which I can make this application run much better on my particular environment. Now, there's a lot of nuances that go around into creating something like this, and we'll jump into the Unravel screen in a second to show you what's happening over there. This is all happening where it's going in and finding the best recommended settings to go and run this application. Now, a lot of you may have seen such things before, where you're trying to understand how many executor cores you need to run over here. What should your memory levels be set to run this application better? Like I said, you literally need a PhD to make sure that all of these things run properly. Now we're on the Unravel interface. To get you familiar with this, what you're looking at is this is a Spark-based application. The first run over here is what the mouse is pointing out to, and it's saying that it ran in 2 minutes and 21 seconds. And what it's doing out here is understanding what are the areas that this application did not execute properly. And in this case, it's helping you understand there are some configuration parameters that if you tweak and tune, then you definitely get more performance out of this. Getting to the stage alone, your data scientists and data engineers have to look into logs. They have to look into cluster-level metrics. They have to look into application profiles. They have to look into at least 10 or 12 different data sources to try stitching up all of this information in a very manual way. And getting out of a problem like this usually takes about 80 hours to 100 hours to get something to finally tune and run properly on your systems all the time. What it's showing you here is a comparison between those two different instance types that Unravel was able to find out, and showing you, hey, there is a better way to run this particular application. And now it's saying, hey, we've completed the verification, and now we've figured out what's the best way to run this application. And just like that, we've decreased the time to about half of what it was originally running into. So this thing took a couple of minutes. As we were talking through it, we've tuned an application which was running in about 2 minutes, 20 seconds to finish in about 1 minute 16. Just think about all the productivity that your team starts to gain when they don't have to worry about the nuances of running a big data application, and all they can focus on is driving value out of these particular systems. We do have a booth here at the conference, so come and visit us if you're interested. And we also have a free trial on our website at unraveldata.com. Thank you very much.